Hello, hello, hello! Top of the morning or afternoon or evening, whatever it is for you. Dave Allred, the Real Barman here from barpatrol.net. You know, in a lot of my recent videos, I've been talking about cost control, how to save money. But today, we're going to be proactive. We're going to get after it. I'm going to teach you the 5 strategies to really boost your sales in your bar and restaurant, because we all want that bling bling so we can go on vacation or we can go clubbing, or we can buy new shoes, whatever it is that drives you. You know, cost control can only go so far in tightening up that budget. Eventually, you have to get after it. You have to boost those sales, get the people in there so you can fatten up that bank account. And of course, we should always look to drive those sales, make more money. It's very important. But I just want to mention quickly, if you're coming from a place of desperation and you're like, man, if I just had more sales and more money, it would solve everything, I would highly suggest that you look at your business from a systemized standpoint first to make sure that everything is as it should be. And what I mean by systemized is, and if those of you who are new to my videos and my blogs, I'm huge on systemizing business for success. And what I mean by that is having everything in your business written out, your job duties, your standards, your training, everything down there so everyone knows what they're doing on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. There's no ambiguity. They should all know what they're doing within your system. Most of the bars and restaurants I've worked with have no systems in place or very few systems in place, and they're just coming in and they're just winging it every day. They're just making shit up. Okay, they don't know their COGS, their cost of goods sold. They don't know their cost percentages, including their prime cost. They don't know how to hire new people. They don't have a training system in place. They don't have a customer service system in place to make sure that the guests are getting a fabulous experience so they're coming back again and again. That system right there is going to drive your sales to get guests to come in. My point being, if you're just winging it and you're expecting more sales to solve all of your problems, you're like 90% of the lottery winners who go bankrupt within a couple of years. All right, in other words, more sales isn't going to solve all of your problems if you don't have systems in place to manage that money right and ensure that you have a formula in place that you can replicate your success over and over again. But of course, that's not you. You're responsible and clever, and you would never allow that to happen, right? All right, with that said, let's jump right in. Here are the 5 best strategies for increasing your bar and restaurant sales right now. Strategy number 1, increase the number of new guests. All right, there's no secret formula here. The more new people you can bring in, the more money you're going to make. Of course, there's a lot of competition out there. There's a lot of places for people to choose to eat and drink, so you simply have to be better at it. So how do we get people to come in who have never heard of you before? Let's talk about a couple of ways. Word of mouth. I know this sounds cliche, but remember, your number 1 top most premium important tactic should be providing a great customer experience, all right? People don't care as much how the food and drink taste. They care about how you make them feel. And if you make them feel great, they're going to come back. And better yet, they're going to share it with other people. All right, word of mouth is one of the most powerful techniques still out there. If they have a mediocre experience, they won't really share it with anyone. If they have a bad experience, they're again going to share it with everyone, and that is the kiss of death. Create an amazing website. And when I say an amazing website, it doesn't have to be a $10,000 website, but you should have a local presence. All right, when I say the importance of a website, consider this. 86% of people will check an online menu before deciding which restaurant to go to. All right, that's a very high number. If you don't have a good website with your menu on it, chances are that 86% is going to go dying across the street at your competitors. All right, and you don't need some expensive website. Like I said, you can go get one on Wix or some other similar website builder, and they're very professional, they're very easy to use, and they will provide exactly what you need. Social media. Okay, if you're not on Facebook or some other platform right now, it's time to jump on board. It's the wave of the, well, it's not the wave of the future, it's the wave of now. So stop using your Razor flip phone, stop using dial-up internet, get on Facebook, start posting your cocktails and your menu items. You can post upcoming events. You can even target people who go out to eat at restaurants. All right, I'm not going to show you how to do that in this video. I'll show you in a future video how you can get in the back end and target people who go out there. You can offer a coupon, a free appetizer to get people in for the first time. And once you get them in there, now we can move on to step 2. Strategy number 2. Increase the number of repeat customers. Now that we got them in, we need to get them to come back again and again. That's money in your pocket. All right, you've probably heard that it costs way more to acquire new guests than repeat guests, and that's very true. And there's another stat says the magic of 3, if we can get them to come in 3 times, there's a 70% chance that they'll come back again and again as a regular. Let's talk about a couple quick strategies to get them to come back. First one, create a great customer experience and atmosphere. Create a great customer experience. Where have I heard that before? All right, yep, I'm telling it to you again because it's that important. People are going to come back if they have a great customer experience. That's why you want to have a great training program for your customer service to make sure that all of your servers and bartenders are doing that to make them feel good, get them to come back. That's strategy number 1. Email marketing. All right, I'm not going to go into great depth about email marketing right now and how to do it, but just know it's still one of the most powerful marketing techniques out there. We acquire their email address, and we're not just going to send them a bunch of coupons and discounts. They get enough of that in their inbox. What we're going to do is we're going to send them stories about our restaurant. We're going to send them pictures of our menu and our staff. We're going to share our culture with them. That creates raving fans. We're going to tell them about upcoming events so they can't wait to open our emails. We send them an email and they say, oh yeah, these guys are awesome. I forgot about them. Let's go back in. This creates repeat customers over and over again. Start a loyalty program. Okay, I've talked about this before. In fact, I have a video on it. You can go watch it right now. I'll put a card up right here. All right, think about it. Where are you going to go when you decide to go out to eat? Are you going to go to some random place where you've never been before? Or are you going to go where you're a member and everyone knows you and you feel important and you get discounts on things? You're going to go to the place, well, you're going to go where everybody knows your name. Boom, 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 boom. And they're always glad you came. Boom. Ugh. What happened? Yes, I have a great singing voice. I know. But we don't have time for that because we have to move on to strategy number 3. Raise your check averages. This is a good one to focus on because you can do some of these things immediately and it doesn't take that much time and effort. So let's talk about a couple of them. Upselling. Okay, I know everyone knows about upselling, but do you actually enforce it for your servers and bartenders? I would guess a lot less than you should be. All right, simply by having them ask, would you like to add some avocado or bacon or cheese or whatever to their salad or their sandwich? That immediately raises check averages. Same thing behind the bar. Hey, I'll have a vodka soda. What type of vodka would you like? All right, that immediately gets them to name a brand. Well, vodka pours at less cost percentage, but it's less profit. We want those higher premiums. Just by asking these questions, your check averages will go up. Online ordering. All right, if you don't have a website like we talked about and you don't have online ordering on your website, you should be cut until you're bleeding and dipped into a pool of piranha. All right, don't miss out on this huge opportunity. 75% of people who go out to eat at a restaurant also order online. Don't miss out on that 75%. Raise your prices. I know everyone freaks out about raising prices. They think it will be too expensive. No one will come in. It's just not true. If you raised every single item on your bar and food menu by 50 cents or $1, you can increase your yearly revenue by $20, $30, or $40,000 just like that. And none of your guests would be the riser. The riser? The wiser. Menu engineering. All right, I'm not going to go into depths on menu engineering right now. It takes a little more work to get that going, but there are techniques and strategies to draw the customer's eyes to certain menu items, putting boxes around them, a lot of other techniques to get them to pick that item as your most profitable items, and it really gets the check averages up. More on menu engineering on a future video. Which brings us to strategy number 4, turn your tables more efficiently. Again, no big secret here, but are you actually enforcing it? All right, we're not going to rush the guests out, of course, but we need to make sure that we're doing this efficiently because from the beginning of the day to the end of the day, if you are turning your tables as you should be, you're going to make a lot more money. That's why it's very important that your bussers and your servers and your bartenders are trained by that step-by-step customer service funnel from when they walk in the door to when they leave to make sure there's no gaps in between. All right, let's take a look at a couple things that helps us out. So I already sort of gave this first one away, but it's systemizing. All right, I've already talked about systemizing, and you're like, yeah, we know, Dave. You love systemizing. It's so awesome. Stop talking about it. But it's true. So I have a video on the 10-step customer service system, and it's from how long it takes to greet the guests, how long to sit them down, how long to get the drinks, clear the plates. This whole system's in there, and if you have this in place and everyone's following it, you're going to turn your tables a lot more efficiently. Go check it out. Staff appropriately. All right, I know you want to save money on labor, But when you cut the staff short, they're all running around like the Japanese in the Godzilla movies, and you actually lose money because there's tables sitting, people waiting for tables, and it's a lot less efficient, and you can't run this 10-step customer service system that I'm talking about. So make sure that you staff with enough people. You can always cut early if you need to. And that brings us to the last strategy in this lesson, strategy number 5. Add banquet or catering. This is sort of a bonus strategy because it's not something you would implement just today, but it is super powerful. I have a friend who owns 2 bars. He does catering out of his bars, and he does weddings, he does events, and it's insane how much money you can make from this. Just the bar alone, there's a law that says the guest can't bring the liquor home from that event, so you can resell it at the next event. It's like a 95% profit margin. It's insane. So I have a course coming out on this soon, so let me know, email me if you're interested. I'll put you on the wait list. The other thing you can do, if your venue allows it, if it's big enough, is rent out your place for corporate events or any other type of event, especially on the weekdays when you're not going to be busy anyway. Rent it out, provide the food, provide the drink. You can make a lot more profit like that. And that is going to do it. That's the extent of my knowledge for the day. My brain is empty. So if you have any comments at all, make sure to put them down in the comment box below. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure to do that now so you don't miss out on any of this juicy stuff. Visit us at barpatrol.net for more cool resources and ideas on how to run a better bar and restaurant. I am going to see you next time. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I am out.